face is screwed on in this window. Your face is screwed on in this window.
Did you find out the question, Alex? No. You're such a disappointment. Boy, can you do any damn thing right! Get out! Get out of my face! I hate you! I hate you so much! Just go away! Get out! Who are you to vex me with your perpetual idiocracy? Don't you dare run unless you find the question! Silly, pathetic, worthless piece of filth.
Your face is screwed on in this window. Your face is screwed on in this window.
This is not a lifetime I can recall. These machines, they're so familiar, and yet something feels wrong.
Is it safe to approach him?
I cannot say. I would never harm you, Alex. But it is logical to assume that one of my many parallel lives may have some reason.
I knew you'd come back. Somehow, you look different. So many lives wasted, taken, and experimented on in hopes of obtaining this moment. And now that I'm looking at you, I don't know if I should love you or hate you. To kill you in the way that you killed me time and time again has been my only dream, my only waking thought for the past 50 lifetimes.
What's he talking about?
Do you ever feel guilty? Do you?
What did I do? What's wrong with you, man?
Everything was taken because of you! You bastard! I lost everything. My research, my wife, my kids, and all for what? For you! What the hell were you worth? You're a thief! Nothing more! I regret ever laying my eyes on you!
Alex, I can't recall this life. For some reason, it's blocked to me. There is a void in my mind. There are white spots where I should see this life on the astral plane.
Mom, is that you?
How long has this life been lingering here?
Alex, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to say such terrible things. Come here. Let me hug you. Let me say I'm sorry in your ear.
What? Get away from me!
It seems as if you harmed him in some way. Alex, look out! I sustained damage.
Hand up, there!
Once again, you underestimate me! That wasn't even my final form! And the barrier! Check out my settings!
I have sustained damage.
Alex? Why?
I am sorry I put you in harm's way. However, while I am with you, nothing bad can ever happen. I am here to protect you.
I think I need you to answer some more questions. I'm really confused. Why did this Japanese guy know me? Why did he attack me? What did I ever do to him?
I can only deduce an answer based on the information I have. This information is the same information that you have. So, these are simply educated guesses based on my own personal bias.
Okay, fine. What do you think it is?
I think it would be a safe assumption that, in a parallel life, you have harmed me. That this Yuzui Majo had some sort of relationship with you, and you hurt him in some way. When he saw you, he recognized something in your soul and became angry. This is why he attacked.
I harmed him in a parallel life? I harmed you?
We are not responsible for the actions of our parallel selves, but that does not mean we can't feel sorry for the crimes committed against other souls. There are times where someone expresses how they have been harmed, and as humans, our immediate reaction is to become defensive. In our defense, so that we do not harm others, we become offensive. It is in these moments where we decide what type of human we will be. Which is worse? To harm someone in the past and continue to harm them by justifying your past actions, or harming someone in the past and accepting that your choices hurt them? Yes, you might feel harmed in the process by admitting your mistakes, but this is a good type of pain. Pain that heals you into a better person is always better than avoiding the small pain of accepting you are wrong.
Did I really do that? Did I always deny I harmed someone? Do I always feel the need to justify my actions? Maybe. Yes. I totally did.
We must always work to be better. The better person is not the person who doesn't make mistakes, but the person who makes a mistake and works to fix it, and fix the part of themselves that led to that error. There are moments when I understand intellectually how I must act, but then something happens. Somewhere in the recesses of my mind. Like a warm light in the distance, an idea forms. A completely human, flawed, and kind-intentioned idea. Something that all versions of me know to be a mistake. However, the overwhelming feeling of doing the right thing takes over, and I am forced to make a choice. And every time, this version of me chooses the kind path. I cannot allow any harm to come to you. Without you, I wouldn't know what to do anymore. So just remember, it's not important, Alex, to worry about what we accomplish. Somewhere out there, we have both accomplished and failed at all tasks. Take solace in this. There exist perfect versions of us who didn't fail or harm others. Just keep working as hard as you can, and you'll be able to be that perfect version of yourself.
So, should I feel guilty that I harmed him in a parallel life?
That question is irrelevant. Just acknowledge that the part of you that harmed him exists in all humans, and then work to polish the blemish on your soul that had led to that action.
Wait, I have one more question.
What is it, Alex?
Did I harm any of the other women we met? The ones who were also you? Oda, Nyla, Serna, Bella? The Essentia 2000 went on staring at me with that expressionless face of hers, a face of plastic. Looking at her, I thought of a satellite floating in space, a drifting piece of man-made material, traveling through a place man can barely go. What I had said was out of pure curiosity. I had no way of knowing with any certainty that I had harmed any of these women. My words, though, seemed to have jabbed at something in there. I could read the effect on her face. Eventually, without a word, the Ascension 2000 turned away and proceeded from the room.
It's very interesting to me that you ask this. I'm going to choose to not answer this question as of now. There is one last location I'd like to show you, and it's quite a distance. I will answer more questions when we arrive.
I longed to wash away the bitter taste in my mouth, but even sipping from a water bottle wouldn't cleanse me of it. The whole situation felt like a dream, as if I was wading through pools of jello. Even then, I kept telling myself that the things around me weren't that weird. And seeing Sammy vanish, meeting entities, and entering inside a dungeon in my mind should have prepared me for this. But you know, I don't think it did. I wanted to ask the Ascension 2000 if I could feel the feelings of my parallel lives. I realize now I was just seeking an explanation for the various feelings that were surging through my heart. I felt closer to Vela, closer to, well, every single parallel life of the Ascension 2000, and yet furthest from Sammy. Was Sammy really all that important to me? Or had I just been delaying joining the real world with all this adventure? Did I really ever want to find her now that I know what finding her actually meant? No, I did. I really did. And I don't regret what I learned. Or even what happened next, because if I had never learned what I was about to learn, I could have never met you. Without you, all hope is lost. How did we get back here?
Those stairs were the exit to my mind dungeon. Now we have returned to the foyer. In order to proceed, we must first return to the beginning. Allow me to open your mind, to grant you access to the Hall of Parallel Lives. For now, I will ask you not to enter any of the rooms on our left or right. Inside are the various parallel lives that your soul is currently engaged in. I believe it would be traumatic for you to experience them at this point in your life. Our destination is at the far end of this hall. That room is the one used to chronicle the past and future of this Alex. The one I am speaking to now. My favorite.
Where am I? The other rooms had you in them. Why aren't I here?
You are, and you are speaking. What I'm about to show you is something that lies at the heart of all of yourselves. Please, prepare yourself for a harsh amount of bitter truth. What you are about to see cannot be unseen.
Should I be worried?
No, not if you took to heart what I have taught you.
What do you mean? What have you taught me?
To recognize your flaws and work to correct them. I am about to show you your greatest flaw of all. Destruction!
Oh boy. I don't understand. How is this my flaw?
In a way, it is everyone's flaw. Destruction. To be destruction or to be creation, we can only be one in the end.
But what will I destroy?
This reality, as you have destroyed many realities before this one.
How could I destroy reality? What powers do I have that could lead to this type of devastation?
Inaction is just as much an act of aggression as taking up arms.
And will this happen? How will I do this?
I do not know. But what's important is that it hasn't happened yet, and
Wait, you're saying we can still stop this?
no. The reality was doomed long ago. All realities cease to exist. The only thing you get to decide is if you aid in the destruction or fight against it.
Fight against it? But you said it was doomed! None of this makes any sense!
This reality will fade away, and another will take its place. But this does not mean that you can't prevent the loss of future realities.
How would I do that if we all die?
Come with me. Escape into the soul space. We can take your friends with us. Together, we will protect realities from the ultimate loss. Loss of souls who perish with worldly attachments in their hearts. When a soul is bound to the planet by thoughts and obsessions of worldly things, they die with the reality. But a soul that is free of love for the physical and longs only for the spiritual can find life in the soul space.
But I want to save this reality. What about my mother? My friends? I couldn't just convince them to enter the soul space. I don't even think I could convince my mother that there is a soul space.
What do you want to do, Alex? Whatever you decide, I am with you every step of the way.
But wait, why is this my choice?
Because this is your reality, not mine. I just want you to be happy.
Essentia, how do you know me? Why do you care so much about me?
Because you have been in all of my lives, and at every turn, I have been there for you. Even when you have harmed me, I have always loved you. I would fight a losing battle for you.
What do I even say to that?
As Sammy, you helped me when no one else wanted to help me. As Vela, you gave me back my music, the only thing I ever expected to love.
Wait! You're saying I'm the asshole that used Vela and...
Shh. Alex, regardless of how much you have harmed me in any of my parallel lives, I am always here for you. I want to help you be the best that you can be.
Can't you help me be the me that saves this reality? From whatever the hell all these things are falling from the sky?
It is impossible. But if you would like to try, we may try.
But how do you know it's impossible?
I can feel the reality breaking apart. I can feel souls fleeing in every direction. This world will soon end.
But there has to be something we can do. Some way to be strong enough to take down whatever is going to destroy this reality.
Even I am not strong enough to face what's coming for this reality.
But what about me? Vela, you, and the others!
It pleases me that you want to fight for something. I know this isn't your usual way. It thrills me to see this passion in you. Together, we can attempt to fight this ender of realities. Just know, we will fail, but we will fail together.
Don't be such a downer! If I'm going to die, I at least want to go down swinging. What other choice do I have?
I understand now that in your heart, there is no other choice. Perhaps you, Alex, are different from the others. I will stay and fight with you. But if we are going to do this, we must convince your friends to help us, and we must train. Even I am not at my most powerful. We must complete the mind dungeon before the end comes, and be prepared to fight it.
How do we convince them that the world is gonna end?
By convincing them that this reality will soon perish, and by making them understand that this world is just a byproduct of that destruction.
Okay, so what's this great destruction that will be obliterating reality?
It's the same destruction that destroys all realities, and yet, I can't give it a name. But when you see it, you will recognize it.
I think I want to go home now. Everyone's probably wondering where I went.
Yes, we've been gone quite a while.
Really? How long?
5 days, 3 hours, and 2 minutes. 3 minutes.
Wait, what? Everyone's probably freaking out. Let's get out of here. So, how do we get back to Frankton?
I'm not sure. Maybe we can take a bus?
Ugh, bus. I really hate public transportation. Ugh. My mom never picked me up from school. She always made me take a Whitehound bus. Maybe there are keys in this van?
I have seen many realities, and this one is by far the least prepared for public transportation. Perhaps if you lived in a better reality, your country would be more equipped to handle traversing the countryside.
Yeah, I'll, get on that. What the hell are the Frankton Popo doing here?
5 days, 3 hours, and 2 minutes. 5 days, 3 hours, and 2 minutes.
Mom! Are you okay? What's going on?
Alex, where the hell have you been? I was so worried!
Ma'am, is this the boy you reported missing?
Missing? You reported me missing?
5 days.
I haven't seen you for days, and none of your friends knew where you were.
Sometimes a panicked mother is worse than impending doom. Hey, I'm sorry,
I'm sorry, Mrs. Eagleston. Alex was with me. My car broke down, and he was kind enough to walk with me to the auto body shop and help me out. He's been with me and has been perfectly safe.
Who are you? Why is your hair green? Alex, why are you hanging out with a woman with green hair?
Mom, that's the latest fashion. Everyone does it. It's the 90s. Multicolored hair is the bomb, or whatever.
Yes, my hair is the bomb.
Okay. Well, if you're safe, then I'll be heading back to the station. Another case solved. I am the greatest cop on the force. Have a good day. Stay out of trouble. I'm watching you.
Well, now that you're safe, I can tell you the good news. I got a job.
That's awesome! What are you doing?
More programming. I got hired by Moon Macro Systems developing Y2K compatible versions of their software. Basically, I'm rebranding all their products as Y2K compatible and selling them for twice the cost.
Y2K?
Yeah, you know, that theory that at the turn of the new year, all computers will stop working? People are afraid the world is going to end, so we might as well capitalize on that fear.
Should we be worried about Y2K, Mom?
Yes, be afraid. Be very afraid. Not unless you're a machine, I wouldn't worry.
Why would I be a machine? Why would you say something like that?
What? No, I meant... Never mind. You're quite unusual, honey. Alex, can I talk to you for a minute?
Not right now. Yeah, we need to work on something.
Work on what?
Homework.
Hey, so, look, I gotta go away for a while. I don't know when I'm coming back.
Homework? Wow. You are not helping.
I'm sorry. I could not resist.
Okay, so you do have a sense of humor. I wasn't sure if being part android took out the fun parts of your personality.
I can be very funny. Would you like to hear my stand-up routine?
What? Really? Now? The world is gonna end. This is no time for jokes.
Knock, knock.
Okay, who's there?
Y2K.
Y2K who?
Y2K.
Ugh. Very funny. Okay, so, what's the next step? What do we do?
We should begin by asking your friends to join us. Although there is a possibility that they may be smart enough to enter the soul space before the end.
Do you really think they do that?
It is a possibility. We must convince them to aid us, as we are about to die fighting a force that cannot be stopped.
Okay, if we're gonna do this, I need you to stop reminding me that you think this is a lost cause. I'm determined to try and stop this. Whatever it is.
Okay. I am sorry. I did not mean to upset you. I am here to help you with whatever you need. I think it would be wise for me to speak with Bella alone, as we are one and the same. Perhaps you should call her and arrange a meeting?
Yeah, I'll do that right now.
Hey, so... Look, I gotta go away for a while. I don't know when I'm coming back.
Hey, Vela, listen, I need you to come over.
Alex, where have you been? We were all so freaked out when you disappeared.
Yeah, come over and I'll explain what happened.
Do you want me to call the others?
No, I think it'd be best if I just told you this alone. I'll tell the others, but I think you need to hear it first.
Okay, I'll be right over.
You! You're the android from the van!
Bella, this is the Essentia 2000. Essentia 2000, this is Vela.
Hello, Bella. It's nice to see you.
Likewise. What's going on here?
I don't even know where to begin. It's so complicated.
Alex, please go up to your room. I would like to speak to Bella alone.
Oh, yeah, sure. I saw in the dark, 2 floors below me, 2 women of the same soul spoke about the fate of the world. Do you know how weird it was thinking that? No, you really can't. Well, maybe now you can that you're in the same situation. One soul, but many people. In the darkness, thinking about the end of all reality, knowing inside myself that all of this was true. These concepts, previously absurd, were now mysteriously vivid in every detail, to the point where I felt I could grasp them in my hands. I pictured myself alone in the universe. All things around me had been destroyed. Everyone was gone. And then she floated by. Sammy. But she wasn't Sammy. She was Vela. But also not Vela. She was the Essentia 2000, Oda, Yuzu, and Nyla. Somehow these people were linked by their soul, whatever that meant. What did it mean to share a soul but be a different person? What did the Essentia 2000 called it? A parallel life? I thought of Buddhists and their concept of past lives. Before I was Alex, I was a pirate or a poor village girl living in Croatia. But in a parallel life, I was Alex, a pirate, and a little girl in Croatia. I lived all of my lives at once, in distant but similar realities. Similar was only an assumption. I realize now how little I knew about reality.
Alex! Come down!
Hey, so... Look, I gotta go away for a while. I don't know when I'm coming back.
I have spoken with Bella and shown her irrefutable proof of my identity.
I've explored the soul space, and I've seen the beginnings of destruction to many realities. I have seen the remains of many souls. And Alex, this scares the living hell out of me. I will do anything I can to help stop whatever's coming for us.
You spoke to us in the past, specifically to Bella, about a feeling that fate brought you two together. I am that fate. This was meant to happen. I do not know if we can stop whatever is coming, but I know that we are meant to try.
So what's next? What do we do? What's the plan?
We should get the others on board.
And then we should train in the mind dungeon. Alex, you have seen what is coming for us, and you know better than anyone else. The only way to stop it is to understand yourself. If we can get as far into the mind dungeon as possible, and learn as many abilities as possible, we may stand a chance of dying with dignity.
Alex, what did you see in the mind dungeon? What did the end look like? Why did she say that?
I don't know. But I know that it's related to me. That somehow I am the destruction. It might just be a piece of it. I might be all of it. I can't say, but I know I can stop it from destroying everything I love.
Alex, I believe the best course of action now would be to go and find each one of your friends individually and talk to them about the current situation. Remember that the better you do, the more mind dungeon keys you will unlock, and the stronger you will become. It is vital that all of your friends are on board. Without achieving the highest level by the time the end comes, our futile efforts will be even more futile.
But we don't even know when the end is coming! It could be tomorrow for all we know!
Y2K. Could that be it? Could the turn of the millennium be the date?
I don't know, maybe. What do you think, Android Me?
It is possible.
I've had a weird sense of impending doom ever since Rory and Michael mentioned it. That might explain why 99 has gone to shit. I've been looking at the newspaper a lot lately, and things are really screwed up out there.
Well, I suppose having some estimated date is good enough for me.
Alex, you can return to the mind dungeon anytime to see how many days remain.
Wait, what? You mean the date was real? It's been so many numbers and zeros. How do I even calculate that into a date?
I could not see the number myself, but if you take me there and tell me the number, I can help you convert it into days.
Well, damn. Why didn't you tell me that sooner?
Well, she didn't. Lay off of her. We're not perfect, you know.
Is that your new thing? Referring to her as you and etc., etc.?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Well, I'm gonna go find everyone and get to work on them. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Good luck.
I knew I needed to find my friends individually and convince them that the end was coming.
Hey, so, look.
Hey, Rory.
Yo, where have you been?
Oh, yeah. About that. I spent the next half hour telling the tale of me, the Essentia 2000, and our journey deep into the dungeon of her mind, and into the dungeon of my mind.
So, that's how the world ends? With you destroying it somehow? I don't think I know what that means.
I don't get it myself, but I need your help.
What's your plan? Suicide? Just kidding, that's never cool.
I'm thinking something a little less martyry. I want to train our butts off and be ready to kick this thing's ass once it gets here.
When is it coming for us?
I don't know the exact date, but my gut is telling me it's on New Year's Eve. All that Y2K panic, what if people can sense the end is coming? I know that sounds dumb, but I can't help but feel like that's when it's gonna happen. So what do you say? Are you in?
What's the alternative? Run away to the soul space? I could never convince my mom or dad to even try astral projection. And I would never leave everyone else here to die. Of course I'm in.
You know, I had a dream last night. In my dream, I saw my brother, but my brother was you. Cute little kid, grew up to being ugly ginger like yourself. But you came to me and asked me for a favor. Is that why you're here?
It is.
So, what's the deal? I'm guessing it's something serious.
The world's going to end. I saw it in my mind dungeon. Remember the android from that van? Well, that android is Vela, Sammy, and a bunch of other people in a parallel life. She showed me all of these things, and I know now that the world will end soon. I want to train in the mind dungeon and be ready to fight this thing when it comes for us. You down?
Are you serious?
Very.
I'm down. I believe you, man. Dude, you gave me hope again. You brought a sense of adventure back in my life that I thought had vanished with my little brother.
Really? I didn't know.
Man, meeting you and your friends was the best thing to ever happen to me. Without meeting you, I'd be so oblivious to everything that's out there.
I'm glad I was able to help. I had no idea I had that sort of effect on anyone.
Well, just let me know when you're ready to start training. Oh yeah!
Oh, I was hoping I'd see you. You know, I had the strangest dream last night. I was looking for something for my brother. My brother was older. Probably in his 30s, except he had glasses and red hair. He kind of looked like you. Anyway, I was wandering around. I wanted something of his to take home. Something that he handled every day, or that had been close to his body. But it couldn't be anything important that he would miss. So, I stole one of his pencils.
You know what's weird? I feel like I've heard this story before. Why is that?
I don't know. Anyway, I took the pencil and started drawing all over the walls with it. I kept writing the same word over and over.
What did you write?
It was pantaloon! Over and over again. Pantaloon! 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 Pantaloons! So, anyway, my brother comes into the room and he just looks at me like he caught me naked, or at least in my pantaloons. And he starts crying. Just sobbing. I start crying too. And then I woke up. Weird dream, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, I know the world's going to end. I'm gonna do my best to help you.
What? How did you figure that out?
You'll figure it out. You're smart enough. You have all the clues you need.
What? How can you just... A feeling of hope grew as I realized everyone I asked to help me said yes. Did I really deserve everyone's help? Nope, not at all. Maybe this is why I was exceedingly grateful. I thought about Michael. He was the only one I hadn't seen since I returned from my trip into the Ascension 2000's mind. Where had he gone? Why hadn't anyone else seen him?
Alex, come to the forest meadow just south of Frankton. There's something I want to talk to you about.
I'll be right there. Michael? Is that you? Where the hell have you been? I've been looking for you for the past week. I called your house, knocked on your door, and no one ever answered.
None of that matters anymore. It's so trivial. Don't you see? No, of course you don't. I wouldn't have a week ago.
What happened? You sound different. Your voice is different. What's going on?
Alex, something has happened to me. I am transformed. I've come to understand certain things. I've been exposed to the truth.
What do you mean? What happened?
Something happened to me. Something very startling at first. But now it's just incredible.
Are you gonna tell me what happened, or are you just gonna keep acting like Vela?
I saw the soul space. I met a parallel self. I lived so many lives. I am everything.
What?
Alex, I entered the mind dungeon alone, and I wandered and wandered. Soon I stumbled upon a hall of names. Each of these names was etched into a door. Inside each of these doors was a life. My life. For 9 days straight, I experienced what it was like to be my parallel selves. Alex, to experience a parallel life in real time is to become an oxymoron. To be something and not be something. Both at once. I am me, but I am also her or him. I have my memories, but they also don't belong to me. The very act of experiencing a parallel life is mind-shattering. When we are born, we immediately begin developing a series of biases and defenses that help us ground our lives in the reality that we invent for ourselves. In doing so, we lose sight of the temporary nature of life. We forget everything. We lose track of where we came from and only look to the future. Experiencing a parallel life disassembles all physiological constraints that have been built up over the years. We see life for what it is, a three-sided box that only allows us to look forward, not back into our own minds where the true nature of reality exists. Do you know what the funniest part is?
What?
I know what you've come to ask me. And I know that I'll say yes, even though I always turn you down. Do you realize how many times we've had this conversation? It's like clockwork. I have a friend. This friend continuously hurts another friend of ours. And soon he realizes his flaws. He soon asks me to try and save him from self-destruction. Every time I say no, and every time you destroy our reality. Maybe it took for me to realize what not helping a friend can do to that friend. But I'm in. Let's win this thing.
Michael, did you see how reality ends?
No. All of my lives end with you destroying everything. But I'm never there to see firsthand how you do it.
Crap. I was really hoping you knew the answer.
I'm surprised you're not alarmed by what I've told you. What have I missed while I'm away?
I think you should meet our new android friend.
Alex, do you feel the air? Do you see the stars? Their positions have changed. Did you notice the colors? Everything is wrong. This isn't what it was like. Something is wrong. Something is broken. Can't you see it?
Michael, I don't know. Maybe things feel different, but dude, they've felt different for a long time. The very feeling of being me has changed. I can't really put my finger on it, but something is wrong. You're right.
Do you ever remember things wrong?
No. I don't think so. What does that mean?
Never mind. I suppose not. Let's go back to your house.
As we walked back to my house, a strange feeling of nostalgia overwhelmed me. It was as if I hadn't seen Michael in a really long time. As if the Michael I'd spent the past year with had been broken, and now he was fixed. This was the Michael I remembered. In the cooling winter air, I had a series of memories returned to me. All of them involved Michael, but none of them felt real. As if I'd experienced them in a far-off, distant life.
It is a pleasure to meet you all, although, in a way, we have met many times before, both in the past of our parallel lives, and in the future of our parallel lives. I am going to make this brief. Starting tomorrow, we will train in the Mind Dungeon. It is now the 24th of November, and...
But tomorrow's Thanksgiving!
Thanksgiving? Tomorrow?
Yeah, and so we should start on Friday!
What about shopping on Friday? Just kidding! Seriously, just kidding!
Many of my parallel lives were Canadian, so this is somewhat a surprise to me, as I experienced Canadian Thanksgiving a few weeks ago. All right. Fair enough. Friday we begin.
Promise of a future is something I'd grown to take for granted. Now, with the threat of impending doom, I realize how silly it was to do so, and what else could be expected of me. I've lived the past 25 years knowing nothing but a series of tomorrows. In fact, I'll do that tomorrow had become my mantra over the past 2.5 decades. Tomorrow, there may be nothing. Today, maybe the last day. This knowledge triggered something in me to fall away. It was as if the core of my personality dropped away and nothing came in to fill the hole. It was like being hungry all the time except food, Mindless fun and things that normally bring happiness had lost their appeal. The knowledge that this was all temporary had stripped me of the ability to experience basic human pleasures. What I craved from a sense of normal, a desire to go back. No, that's not right. I didn't want to go back. If I went back, I'd be the same person I used to be. Selfish, unfocused, lazy. I had no purpose. I was a blank slate that was covered in war paint. I was going to defeat whatever was coming from my reality. Even if it was me, I would defeat myself. What that meant, I didn't know. But I was prepared to do whatever it took. I liked what I was becoming. What I didn't like was wasting time eating turkey, cranberry sauce, and mashed potatoes.
It's 7:05 a.m. This is the earliest you've been up since you had that 7:30 class. And even then, you woke up at 7:30.
It feels good. I was so excited to get to the mine dungeon, I barely slept last night.
Impressive. Well, get to work. Remember, you can choose to go to the mine dungeon or visit your friends in town. You can only do one or the other. You have about a month until the new year comes, and it's hard to do both in a day. Try and spend as much time in the mine dungeon as you can. If you don't train hard enough, you might not be strong enough by the time the end comes.
Got it. Today I'll...
Gotta go away for a while. I don't know when I'm coming back. Yeah, things will be fine. Things might be tough, but... crap, I'm terrible at this. Try not to make this.
Your face is screwed up in this window. Your face is screwed up in this window.
Have you found the Dungeon Master? He's tricky to find. Tell me, have you been enjoying your time in the Dungeon of the Mind? It can be overwhelming, never knowing if you're making the right choice, afraid to act, because the paralyzing fear that you've chosen wrong. I chose wrong once. I want to go away. Far away. Just to get out of here. To be on my own. Well, not here. That's how I wound up here. Inside the Dungeon of the Mind. I had a mom, but no dad. Mom got weird when Dad left. Things were fine for a while. But before I knew it, life had changed so much there was little to be happy for. So I cried myself to sleep every night. I screamed every night. I tried running away. Never got very far. And you know what? I got away once. Far away. But I came back. I felt terrible that my mom was left all alone. So I went back. When I got home, things were better for a while. Then they got worse. Screaming, throwing things. Accidentally on purpose, blowing out the pilot light on the stove. So, I willed myself to escape. And I got far away. Did I make the right choice? No. I'm asking you! Did I make the right choice? Is this better? Did I screw up? I can't ever leave you now! All I can do is stay here and catalog the Dungeon Master's thoughts! Do you realize how many thoughts he has? I need to get out. Can you help me get out? Didn't think so. Of course you can't. You're trapped here too. Just like me.
Your face is screwed up in this window. Your face is screwed up in this window.
Did you figure out the question? Me either. That's why I'm here. There are no questions here. No one to bother you to do stuff. I like it here. It's peaceful.
Your face is screwed up in this window. Your face is screwed up in this window.
So, look, I gotta go away for a while. I don't know when I'm coming back. Yeah, things will be fine. Things might be tough, but, crap, I'm terrible at this. Try not to make the same mistakes I made. Okay.
So, I've been reading the newspaper a lot lately, trying to comb it for stories, little clues about what might be coming. There's something I've noticed. Has anyone else felt like the amount of screwed up stuff happening lately has escalated?
What do you mean?
Like, last year I swear I never heard about girls going missing, dying in water towers, people shooting up their schools. And now what? I swear, every time I catch the news there's a new tragedy. It's like people are going out of their way to find new ways to die.
When you experienced your parallel lives, were there any indication that it's just this reality that's like that?
That's a good question.
That is a very interesting question to ask, Alex. I am afraid that even I, a being who is aware of all of my parallel lives at once, cannot answer. The defining core mechanics of each reality is so different that there is very little point in comparing them. The norm for, say, my life as Oda, compared to my life as Yuzu, are so starkly different. In Oda's life, I longed for family that was never around. In that reality, families were not close. Whereas in Yuzu's reality, people lived with their families and never moved apart. People who did not speak with their families were considered to be outcasts.
Great. So do you think things are getting worse?
I believe things are always as they've been, only you are just now old enough to notice how harsh reality can be.
So, look, I gotta go away for a while. I don't know when I'm coming back. Yeah, things will be fine. Things might be tough, but, crap, I'm terrible at this.
Is it weird for you two being the same soul or whatever?
I don't think it feels real when you say it like that.
I imagine that if Bella were to suddenly become me, she would feel very weird. I am constantly experiencing the emotions of all of my parallel lives. I am often sad, happy, excited, and aroused at the same time.
Aroused?
I experience every human state.
Okay, moving on.
No, I want to hear more about this. Is this why you sometimes get a look of bliss on your face and stare off into the distance?
That's when somewhere in a parallel life she's kicking your ass for asking such stupid questions, Alex.
Easy there.
I wonder what I'm like in my parallel lives. I have to say, this parallel life stuff blows. Compared to the concept of past lives, this isn't very exciting. If we had past and future lives, we would get to be something different in the future. Now I just get to be me and not realize I'm so many other things at the same time.
Perhaps you too should get an android shell for your physical form.
Yeah! I could be like you. Except I'd have more of a personality.
Perhaps my problem is that I have too much personality, as I am always dealing with a variety of stupid people at once. For example, I am currently a 12-year-old Scottish boy who just asked out a girl on his first date.
What? Girl, that's crazy!
I've only ever been Scottish one other time. It was not fun.
Any way to tell what I'm like in a parallel life?
Only if you ventured far enough into your mind dungeon. But then you'd end up like Michael, so I wouldn't recommend it.
I wonder if I'm a super kick-ass man with bulging biceps.
Is that desirable?
I don't know. Is it not? I like to pretend you're a really feminine and timid girl in one of your parallel lives, Alex.
I think we're going to get along, Chandra.
Gotta go away for a while. I don't know when I'm coming back.
Okay, so I've got some questions for you, Miss the Essentia 2000. Do I need to use the, or can I just call you Essentia 2000? Or just 2000? Or what about E?
Is that your question?
Oh, no, sorry. So, what happens when people die? Does death bring you into the soul space, or is that something different?
You are asking a very complex question of me. The only thing I can say is that I do not have a definitive answer for you. I have spent many hours exploring the soul space. There, I have encountered many people. Some of them are parallel versions of myself. However, never have I met a version of myself that has died. When someone dies, I lose contact with them. I can no longer sense them. And yet, there have been times where I can still sense the presence of my other self. I have come to observe that the ultimate death, to cease to exist entirely, only happens to those with worldly bonds. Death never truly comes to those who look out to the future.
So, what I'm getting from this is, you believe that if you die caring only about the world, you die forever?
I would say that is a possibility. However, please know that when I say the world, or worldly, I mean people who care for worldly goods, money, cars, physical possessions. I believe that companionship between souls is the only thing worth caring about. In this reality, it seems as if people only care about themselves and what they own. In many of my parallel lives, I have encountered individuals like this, but never as many destined for the ultimate death.
My sister cared about me, about my mom, my dad, and a lot of people. She gave away her things before she died. I think she wasn't a worldly person.
Rory, I am sure your sister was as fine a soul as you. I am eternally sorrowful that she ended her own life. Life is a rare thing. Many lives in all universes never take physical form, and to throw that gift away is a tragic thing.
I think I want to help people who feel that way. That I want to try and save people who want their lives to end. When this whole thing is over and we've saved everyone, I'm going to help everyone realize how precious this is. Yeah, I know it sounded lame, but I believe it.
Alex could learn quite a bit from you.
What? Lay off!
Okay, I have a very serious question, and I'm really hoping you can answer it seriously.
I will do my best.
Does Mahou Shoujo Haru know she might exist in other realities? Am I crazy in thinking that this anime transcends time and space?
Yes.
Damn. I was really hoping it actually was as important to everyone as it is to me.
No, I mean, yes, it does exist in other realities. In one reality, the three sisters are brothers. In another, they are 3 sea lions. And of course, in one, they are all cats who are dating.
Dating cats. But they're still sisters, right?
Yes.
That sounds so freaking awesome! This brings a whole new dimension! I almost want to astral project myself into the soul space right now and check out these various iterations of Mahou Shoujo Haru no Shimai!
Please tell me you're joking. There is no way that this is a thing.
I'm afraid it is.
Hey, so... Look, I gotta go away for a while. I don't know when I'm coming back. Yeah.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah, it's nothing.
Oh, okay, cool. As long as you're okay.
Bella is lying.
What? She just said she was okay. Man, I wish I could get in her mind like you can.
You do not need a pan-dimensional mental link with Bella to see that she is lying.
That's how it feels sometimes.
I just wanted to tell you that you've come to mean a lot to me, Alex. You, Michael, Chandra, everyone. I'm so happy I left my reality for this one. Even if this one ends, that year I had with you and everyone else was totally worth it.
I couldn't imagine my life without this reality. Without this, Alex. You are so very important.
Hey, so... Look, I gotta go away for a while. I don't know when I'm coming back.
Alex, there is something I'd like to ask you, and it's going to be a bit tough for you to hear.
What's up?
When the end comes, and there is nothing left to do but die, will you leave your body behind and join me in the soul space?
You really don't think we can win, do you?
I am afraid I don't know either way. I believe we may have a chance. All things are always 50-50. It will either happen or not happen.
What's it like to enter the soul space? Does it hurt?
You are reduced to pure spirit. Your flesh dissolves. Your form dissipates. You will float in space, liberated from corporeal form. You exist with the freedom to travel wherever you please. You are adrift in the void. It is magical, and it does not hurt.
So how do I do it?
You must realize how unimportant you are. You must surrender yourself to the soul space, and forfeit your right to a physical form. Agree to give up your lot in physical space, and accept that you do not need it. Admit to yourself that your physical form is nothing more than a crutch.
I don't know if I could do that. I have only ever known a physical form. I can't imagine not living like this. Eating, drinking, reading, playing games. That's what life is to me. I understand that there's more. I really do, but I can't let go of what I've been trained to know.
Maybe this is why you've never felt the existence of the soul space. You have never lost anything. Don't worry. When the reality around you is obliterated, you will understand loss.
Let's just hope it doesn't come to that.
Hey, so... Look, I gotta go away for a while. I don't know when I'm coming back. Yeah, things will be fine. Things might be tough, but... crap, I'm terrible at this.
So, I have a serious question. It's pretty deep, and I'm a little afraid of the answer.
What's up?
I find it unlikely that she expects you to answer, Alex. Obviously, this question is aimed at either the Essentia 2000 or myself.
So, if each reality is drastically different from each other, what does it mean if two realities share a common concept? Does this make this concept more real?
First, I should note that there are similarities between each reality, and then there are not. Some realities are strikingly close to one another. For me to answer the question, I will need you to give me a specific example, perhaps something more complex than, if the sun is blue in two realities, does that make it actually blue over the suns that are yellow or chicken?
Okay, fine. Does the concept of God exist in all realities?
No. God does exist in some realities. In others, he does not.
So, are you saying in some realities God is a present force that you can get direct feedback from?
How nicely worded. And yes, that is correct.
So then, if God made all the realities and yet doesn't exist in some, does this make God less important? Less omnipotent? If there is a God in one reality and not in another, why would God make a reality that doesn't have him in it? That seems pretty bogus to me. Almost like the people who get God in their reality are lucky, or less lucky, depending on how you look at it.
She's lying.
Who is?
The Ascension 2000 is lying. She doesn't know if there is a God in another reality. I've seen many realities, and some do not have the word God, or have a concept of spirituality. But there is no reality that directly has a God or does not. She can't know the answer to this question. She is lying.
Now I don't know what to believe.
There might be a God. There might not be. Don't let a piece of electronic junk, no offense, tell you what to do.
Okay, if she's leaving, I'm gonna get out of here. Way too many dudes.
Alex, listen to me. Something is seriously wrong here. Can you feel it? It's in the air. The air is different. The light is different. Everything this reality knows to be true feels wrong. It's as if everything is in flux. Can you feel it? Alex?
Look, man, I'm getting tired. Let's sleep on that.
Hey, so... Look, I gotta go away for a while. I don't know when I'm coming back. Yeah, things will be fine.
Your face is screwed up in this window. Your face is screwed up in this window.
Chandra! Essentia! Essentia!
Trick shot! Ha!
Look out for number one. Claudio! Ascension!
Manhole! Righteous!
Claudio! Claudio!
The trick shot! Ha!
Claudio!
I said no anchovies! Dude! I said no anchovies! Right. Ascension! Hoi! I said no anchovies! Right in the manhole.
Bella!
Good shot. Righteous.
Essentia!
Right in the manhole.
Dude!
Manhole. Righteous.
Essentia!
Right in the manhole.
Essentia!
Hoi. Hoi.
Bella! Claudio!
Hoi!
Bella! Claudio!